Hello. In this video, we're going to go over Utthita Trikonasana and Utthita Parivrtta Trikonasana, or triangle pose and revolved triangle pose. And then each one has two sides. If you are new here, in Ashtanga yoga, there is a very specific set sequence. And so I would go back to some of the older videos, check out Surya Namaskar A, then Surya Namaskar B, and then Padangustasana and Padahastasana. And then we get to triangle pose in the sequence. So I'm just going to show you quick both sides of triangle pose and revolve triangle pose, and then we'll break it down so that you can do it. Okay, so like most things, we're starting in Samastitihi, right? Because we just came out of Padahastasana, where our hands are under our feet, right? We release, come back to Samastitihi. And so here we are. And we're going to be inhaling and opening to the right, okay? So like opening our body over the right shoulder. And so we're going to inhale to the right, arms come out straight. So arms are straight. Both of my feet are pointed now towards like this front of the mat. And then my legs, I think of it like an equilateral triangle. So the space between my feet is about as tall as like each of my legs. So should be pretty equal there. Again, triangle pose, right? Okay, so that's our inhale. So we inhale. You can also jump. And then at the very end of the inhale, you're going to turn your right toes to the back of the mat. And if you can see my feet, if I were to like bring them together, the heel of my right foot would be touching like the very center of my left foot. Okay, so inhale, turn the right toes to the back of the mat. And then as we exhale, we're keeping our arms very straight. So you can even take like a broomstick or some sort of stick. I think they make sticks specifically for movement classes too. But you want your arms to stay straight. Again, your right toes are pointed to the back. I kind of lean my upper body because you want your hips to stay towards, again, this front of the mat, like your left toes. So your hips are staying there as much as possible. And then on the exhale, I'm going to reach down and grab my right toes and look up at my left thumbnail. And we're grabbing our toes the same way that we do in Parivrtta. We bring down the ring finger and the pinky, and we just wrap around our toes with our pointer, middle finger, and our thumb. You can also utilize a block here. If that's a really big stretch for you to get down to your toes, put a block right in the inside of the right foot. Exhale, reach for that block. Look up at the left finger or the left thumbnail. And this way you can use it like up this high, and you can kind of go down gradually. Then like go to this when that feels comfortable. When that feels comfortable, bring it down to like the lowest part until you're able to comfortably get down and reach that toe. But important here to keep the legs straight and keep the arms straight. Okay, so now our drishti, right, our focal point, is at that thumbnail, left thumbnail. So we're taking 5 breaths. After the 5th breath, you really engage your core and then come back up to center. Straight arms, straight legs. Turn that right toe in. Still on the inhale, you're going to turn the left toes to the front of the mat. And then same thing on this side. Exhale, kind of like lean and go down and grab the left big toe, looking up at the right thumbnail. 5 breaths here, keeping the legs straight, arms straight. Utilizing that block on this side as well if you need to. After 5 breaths, engage the core. Straight arms, straight legs, come back up to center. Okay? So that's the first part. That's triangle pose, Utthita Trikonasana. So we inhale, come up, turn the toes back. This time we're going to twist our body. So our right toes are turning towards the back, but instead of keeping our hips square to the front, we're going to turn them all the way to the back of the mat. Arms are still straight, and then we're going to exhale, and we're bringing our left hand to the outside of the right foot. And we twist our neck and our upper body now to look up at the right thumbnail. 5 breaths here. On the 5th exhale, you're going to turn your neck to look down at your foot. Inhale, back, up to center. Now, if you're using the block, because that's a lot, you're going to set that up on the outside of your right foot. Inhale, inhale, twist, exhale. Hold onto that block. And then still twist to look up at the right thumbnail. Exhale to look down. Inhale, engaging the core, like windmilling your arms. Okay? So inhale, and then still on the end of the inhale, you turn your left toes to the front of the mat. Bring the right hand to the outside of the left toes, right? Twist that upper body. Bring the left arm up. Look up at the left thumbnail. 5 breaths. After the 5th breath, exhale, look down at the foot. Inhale, strong legs. And exhale, Samasthiti. And that is Utthita Trikonasana. And then next, after this, is going to be Utthita Parivrtta Trikonasana.